is Ben Otto, and today I'm going to be teaching you about golf. First thing I'm going to do is teach you how to hit a sand wedge, a 7-iron, and a driver. And there will be multiple steps, and then later on I will also show you how to hit some cool trick shots. So first we're going to start off with the sand wedge. The sand wedge has the most amount of loft out of any club in your bag. You want to put it in the back of your stance to try to neutralize some of that loft, because if you're going to put it in the middle, you'll have a better chance of blading it, and if you were to put it in the front, there is not a very good chance that you will hit the ball on the face of the club. So when you put it in the back of your stance, it'll neutralize it, which will allow the ball to spin coming back towards the hole, and also have a better trajectory up in the air. So I'm going to demonstrate in the back of my stance first, and then I'll move it to the middle, and then I'll move it to the front, just to kind of show you the difference. So when you put it in the back, you kind of run it right off the back, right on the inside of your back foot. And I'm going to line up here and hit. So now, when you put it in the middle of your stance, it's not going to be nearly as consistent. You're not going to be able to hit it on the face nearly as well. And then when you put it up front, kind of right on the inside of your right foot, which for my case would be my right foot, but for a righty it'd be inside their left foot, you'll try to swing, and it will not go nearly as well. It kind of had a low ball flight and was just a liner, has no spin on it. So you always want to put a sand wedge in the back of your stance to really neutralize and have a better chance of hitting the ball right on the face. All right, so the next club we're going to do is your 7-iron. This is probably your best mid-range iron you have in your entire bag. It's right in between your pitching wedge to your 4-iron or 3-iron, whichever you have in your bag. So for a 7-iron, you want to put it in the middle of your stance, since it's probably the most middle club you have. So I'm going to demonstrate on putting it right in the middle of your stance. So I do that in the middle of the stance because it doesn't have nearly as much loft as a sand wedge, and has quite a bit more loft than a driver. If you were to put it in the back of your stance, you would shut the face, causing the ball to go super low and have no trajectory and have no chance of spinning. So if you were to put it super back in your stance, it'd be super low. You'd get nothing productive out of that golf swing. And now, if you were to put it in the front of your stance, kind of like the sand wedge, you have a better chance of blading it, not hitting it on the face, and just having it be a completely horrible shot. So I'm going to demonstrate how it would be hitting a terrible shot with a 7-iron in the front of your stance. Not a good shot, very low, no spin, which is not what you want. So the last club I'm going to demonstrate is the driver. This is probably everyone's favorite club, because you can hit it the furthest and it doesn't matter, you can swing as hard as you want, but that's actually false. It's about placement and your swing. So for a driver, you want to put it in the front of your stance because it's the lowest lofted club in your entire bag. If you put it in the front of your stance, it will allow the ball to have a better trajectory up in the air, causing it to fly a little further and not having it to be as much roll. So I'm going to demonstrate putting it in the front of my stance, right inside my front foot. Next, if you're to put it in the middle of your stance, some players can do if it's super windy, because you need a low ball flight to basically pierce the wind and not have it affect your ball. So I'm going to demonstrate putting it in the middle of your stance. It's not an ideal ball position, especially if you're not playing in the wind. So I'm going to demonstrate putting it in the middle. So yes, it had a low trajectory, and if you were playing into the wind, it'd be a perfect ball flight to pierce the wind. But you never want to put the driver in the back of your stance, because if you're to put it in the back of your stance, inside your back foot, it's going to de-loft the club, causing it to be less than my 9.5. It'd probably be like a 2.5 degree loft, which is going to create nothing but a low ball flight that will probably hook. So I'm going to demonstrate that. So not very good. It was a straight liner that hooked probably about 40 yards. You need to put a driver in the front of your stance in order for it to be effective. All right, so next we're going to do what's called the dribble wedge shot. You're going to start dribbling it on your club, letting the ball come back to your club and kind of hitting it back. Then you're going to toss it up high and hit it. right, so now we're gonna do what's called the Happy Gilmore shot. Everyone's probably seen the movie. It's when you run up and hit the ball in full stride. Now I'm gonna show you how to do it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed on how to play golf a little bit.